Yo, what's up guys? So there's a new update for Booga Booga, and if you don't already know, you can actually ride animals now. So if you look right here, I'm actually on one of these Bente's, and I love this one because this one has antlers on it, but it doesn't do damage to other animals. That's the only thing. But basically, you get one of these saddles, and you get like a small one or a big one. But the big one is actually only used for the mammoths, I believe. So you get one of these saddles and you can put it on any one of these animals. You can put it on a snail, you can put it on a bente, you can put it on a mammoth, and you can also put it on a shark. Now, the bente is actually the fastest one on land. The shark is going to be the fastest one on water. So it's going to be much faster than a regular boat, and it actually does damage to people. So if you chase someone down, it actually bites others. And then on the mammoth, it's going to be very slow, but you will also be able to do damage. So those are the two factors that you have to take account for. Okay, so I absolutely love the bente. It's really, really fast. You can now get from one place to the other place really, really fast. So that's really good. Okay, so that is the update. That's basically what it is. There's also nets, and I really don't know what they are. So I tried to figure out how to use this, but I don't know how to. So if you guys do know how to use it, please comment down below. Tell me how to use it and what is it used for. And then another thing that I wanted to say was that I'm gonna go talk about some of the resources that I have in my inventory. Okay, so at this point in time in the game, there are very few resources that I think are very, very important to have. Okay, the very first one is coal. Okay, and the reason why I love coal is because, one, you can use it for the campfire. Another thing is that it's weightless, so basically you can have as many as you want. And then it's also used to craft other items, so that's what makes it very valuable. The next item would actually be raw morsel. Okay, and you get these from snails. So if you look over there, there's snails right there, and if you kill it, it'll drop 3 pieces of morsels, and you use those morsels to build fish traps. And the first thing you want to do when you join a game is actually establish a base. Okay, so you want to have a base with campfire, with food, and so having fish traps will allow you to get your food. And then so that's very important to have. So at least have 20 morsels, and then again you need fish. I mean you need food, so you're also gonna need cooked fish all the time, especially if you want to defend yourself or you want to raid someone. You're gonna need at least, I would say, a recommendation of 150 fish. Okay, and with 150 fish you can actually heal yourself up. It takes, I think, around 50 pieces of fish to get your health full again, which is pretty crazy, but it's in that general area. Okay, so you want to be able to get as many fish as you can so you can protect yourself and stay alive. Okay, so that's another very important resource. The next thing would actually be raw iron. And the reason why I like raw iron is because raw iron is used to make steel mix. It's used to make iron bars, and so you need raw iron all the time for saddles and different things. So the more valuable a resource is the reason why it's valuable is because you can build so much with it. And so this is why I would have raw iron on me. And then I would also have steel bars on me. Okay, so the reason why I like steel bars is because, one, steel bar takes, when you make things with steel, it costs not a lot. It's very, very easy to make things with steel bars. Okay, so if you look right here, a steel chest plate only takes 3 steel bars. If you look over here, you have steel pickaxe, only 2 steel bars and 1 stick. And then you look over here, you have a battle axe. You look at a battle axe, 2 steel bars and 1 stick. And so let's just say you get killed, and you're next to that spawn where you got killed. Well, now you gotta go kill that guy. So let's just hope he doesn't have any more food for his health. So we're gonna go ahead and build a really, really quick battle axe, and we can go fight right away. But let's just say ADURITE. Okay, so like if you look at all the ADURITE items, the ADURITE items costs you a tremendous amount. Look, you need 6 ice cubes and 1 stick, which isn't bad, but I mean, if you don't have 6 ice cubes on hand, you're gonna most likely die. And there's always an abundance of steel all over the place. And the other thing is that you can also build steel rafts, but you can't build an ADURITE raft. So you look over here, look at my inventory. I have like a bunch of steel chest plates, greaves, and helmets, and so these are always used in battle. And I would use my ADURITE if I'm going with a team, But if I'm not going as a team, I'm going to use my steel armor because I would rather lose these versus, you know, losing this. And then you can also take them off during a combat fight, so there's always that. But I would use the steel armor and you know, chest plates, because people would automatically assume, oh, that guy has steel, he doesn't have ADURITE. And so maybe they'll let me off, or you know, if I go in battle, I'll still have a little bit of defense, but I know for sure I'm not going to lose my ADURITE items, okay? And you know, you can always build a steel raft, which lets you get to the place where you want to go really, really fast if you don't have a saddle to get on a shark. So those are the different things, okay? And then one of my commenters on one of my previous video actually asked me to show them how to steer a boat, and and it's really, really easy. All you have to do is get on and hold W, or hold the button that makes you go forward, and then you use your right button on your mouse to steer. Okay, so you want to turn that way, you use the right button, you turn the camera around like that. Okay, now you can't zoom in, I don't think, or you'll spin around. So if I zoom in, I'm going to be spinning around like that, which isn't good. Okay, so you have to zoom out and play like this. Okay, and then so yeah, that's all you have to do to steer the boat. All right, and then someone else actually commented and told me that if you hold CTRL, you can actually take a look at yourself. Okay, so like that's pretty cool. That's a really good tip for those who want to see what they look like. All you have to do is hold CTRL and then just turn around like that to see yourself. So that's another thing. And then, like I said, my favorite resources are those few, and those are the most important. I like ADURITE too, but you know, as long as you get a more abundant, if you have a lot of ADURITE, you wouldn't mind. Like if I have a lot, I wouldn't mind losing any. But for those who build a bunch and then all of a sudden they go to battle and they lose everything, I would rather recommend you use steel armor and then use you know, a battle axe, or you can use steel armor and a battle what is it, a war hammer, which is really good because it does 28 damage, but it costs twice the amount of what it costs to make a regular steel battle axe. And the battle axe is actually really easy to make because ADURITE is all over the place, but ADURITE is much more rare. And so those are just my comments on that. That's something I would take into account when I go to war. You know, if you go in as a team, it's fine. Go ahead and chase down anyone you want. But if you only have if you don't have a lot of people and you go by yourself, then you have to worry about that. Okay, so you have to take everything into account. Oh, and there's a new sky island, and so there was one right there, and here's a new one right here. And so basically that's the update for now, and I hope this video helped you guys in terms of like determining what you want to keep in your inventory. But as far as that goes, that is the update. So I hope this helped, and thanks for watching. Bye.